Hey Jeff and all the Supernatural fans, update. What has been done to Darkness? Darkness has now the motor out of the car. So we're going to come over here and look at this, and I don't know, I'm going to try to zoom in down here so you can see, but you're going to have like see that? Bunch of kitty litter in your exhaust pipes. That just came in there when pushing it and around and stuff. It will not be there. It will actually I'll shop back it out and get it all out of there and stuff, but because we had a ton of kitty litter underneath this car. This car, Jeff, let's just say that you are a very, very, very fortunate man that my buddy wanted a 327 for his car, because we've tore down this. Well, let's kind of talk about some stuff here. Here is the motor broke down. We pulled the piston out. We pulled the heads off. We've been kind of playing with this motor just because we were very intrigued about it, because when we unhooked it from the car here, there was a lot of water antifreeze in your exhaust pipes. Right down there where I unbolted, there was a lot of water, especially here on the right side of the car, my left, but the car's right side. And we're like, what the hell? So the best that we don't know if a head's cracked or what. We know a head gasket was out. My dad started thinking that this motor was probably pulled out of a salvage yard and just thrown in here. But after further inspection on it, this is a bone stock motor. That looks like the pistons are all standard. We kind of did a measurement on it and stuff, and so we went ahead and we started marking the caps. You'll see like numbers like the 8, and there's a 7, and there's a 6, and so we started marking stuff because we're going to pull this thing apart, and this motor will. I'm going to actually try to talk my buddy out of rebuilding this. I mean, I'll gladly rebuild it, but just for the money, guys, trust me, it's going to be so much cheaper just to buy a 383 stroker crate motor with warranties and stuff. But my buddy wants it. I mean, I'll gladly build it. I mean, it's his money. He can pick his own way and stuff. But there are some serious issues with this motor. Now, once we get it all bored and redone and da-da-da-da-da, she'll be like a brand new motor. But Jeff, this engine probably would not have even gotten you to the next town, which is probably 10 miles down the road. This thing is foobar. Transmission, we pulled the transmission along with this, which is sitting over here, is because we had a massive leak in it. And the only thing that we can think of is, see this seal right in there? We put a new seal in it. And either the seal was screwed up or it's not the right seal. We don't know, but it seemed like all the fluid leak was from here. So it's a good thing that we pulled the transmission and everything. Everything else, when you looked at around the transmission, nothing was really ever wet or anything like that with it. And I thought it might have been actually leaking from the 2 lines that go into here, but from what we could tell, it looks like it was coming from the front here. So, with that being said, it is a very, very good thing that we pulled this motor. Very, very good thing. So, with that being said, we still have to get the gold car in here, pull the motor, and there was some stuff that, remember I told you we was going to have to go really slow with stuff, and some paint got scratched, and it's not coming out on you. I'm not going to make you do that, but this will go back over to Don to get fixed on me. It just happens, and I'm sorry, but we should have really built this motor the first time we had it out, but we didn't. So here we sit, and yeah, it's just, man, we've been scratching our head and like trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this motor. So anyway, with that being said, I got all your door clips. I have not put them in this week. Your carpet's setting in there. It hasn't been installed. Haven't really done anything. We've been really kind of busting ass out here on this. And just so, I don't know if you know, or people here from the Midwest and stuff, but here last week and stuff, I mean, we got into triple digits, heat advisories. I mean, it's been brutal. And you know, when you're in a shop, just so you know, I'm just kind of show you some walls of the shop. They're just a tin building, you know, with on a concrete floor. It's a tin building, so this thing heats up like an oven. And my stepmom today told me, she goes, "My God, I knew that you were really hot because you weren't even drinking beer. I've been drinking water." And for those of you that don't know me, I have probably drank more water today than I have in 5 years of my life. I hate water. I hate the taste of water. I hate water. And I've been sucking it down today. It's been real humid and stuff here. And so obviously that just, you know, the temperatures and stuff just sucks the energy out of you, and you just don't move as fast. And I mean, God, I would love to have, you know, this all came out flat back and everything. So very, very time consuming, especially in these kind of temperatures and stuff like that. So with that being said, we're still going to have to get the other motor out, get it, all the parts off. Your parts and stuff are sitting over here on this. There's your hood and stuff. Your intake's on the floor, and we've got things bagged and da-da-da-da-da-da. So we can get the stuff off that motor and then paint it and slip it in here and stuff, and pray that I mean I know that one's got to be better than what was in here. How good is it? I mean, it's a rebuild, but here's what I say: it wasn't rebuilt by me, so I don't know how well it was rebuilt. You know, unless you just want to go, hey, hold off and put a crate engine in this, you know, we could do that, but you know, you're going to spend some bucks, and I don't know if you really want to spend that kind of money, but that is an option that is still available. I'm probably not going to do anything with this interior right away until we get this all done. I wanted new motor and everything in it and stuff before we really venture on. To see if we're just going to have other issues and stuff like that. You never know what's around the corner. And with this car, it has just been one of those things. There are certain cars that don't want to be built, and this is one of those cars. So with that being said, just so you know, I got all your trim. I bought new pieces. I just haven't installed it. In fact, they're actually out there. Maybe I don't know if you can see my truck out there, but they're actually out there in my truck. I need to bring them in here tonight. But man, this thing is just, I don't know if it's, I think it's just a mixture of the car and the heat that we're dealing with. So we're getting pretty frustrated pretty quick. But when I cracked open that exhaust and water came literally pouring out, I was like, what the fuck just went down there? So I don't know if the heads are cracked. We knew the head gasket was broken one. And what we're kind of figuring, and this is just, obviously we're guessing right now, but we think somebody put these heads on an original motor, and they probably had either a cracked head and they pulled it off, and because these heads were siliconed on to that block, and it took a while to get them off. I mean, they had them sucked down, but we could tell the head gasket looked like it was blown because you could see in between the stuff from the valves and stuff. I mean, you could tell from the cylinders that it was leaking water. But the strange thing was, it was leaking water here on the driver's side, the left side of the car, and really most of the water came out on the right side of the car. So once again, don't know what's going on over there. You know, it is what it is. So hopefully that motor out there in that gold car is going to be a hell of a lot better than what was in here. I mean, I am 90% sure it is, but like I said, I didn't build the motor, so it might be a step better. That motor out there may never give you an ounce of trouble. I don't know. But this motor here, either it will just go to my, with all my other engines, and it'll just go into an old hot rod someday. I like the little 327s and my 32s and stuff like that. They are getting kind of really hard to find. And what we mic'd out or calipered out on the pistons and stuff, they seem to be a standard bore, so which was nice. So I think that bolt block can be put over to 30 over, which I like my 327s 30 over. 40 over, okay. Never 60 over unless you're building a race car. Small blocks just can't handle the 60 over because they run way too hot. And I don't care if you put a 4-core radiator or whatever in it, it's going to run hot. So there we go, man. I know you're probably like wanting to see a lot more being done, but you know, it's just issues. It's just issue after issue with this thing. So there it is. Hope you liked the video. At least, you know, progress was being done. Like I said, here soon we're going to be getting out there, getting that one in, and you know, I got to do everything out there to that and move cars around. The gold one's the only one that runs, and so it's going to be just it's time consuming. Unfortunately, it's just time consuming, but I think you dodged a big, huge bullet by, you know, like I said, yeah, granted you were supposed to have your car today or tomorrow, and obviously here we are sitting with an engine out, but you don't know how extremely lucky you got, because like I said, I mean, we only ran this motor. We've changed out the oil pump in it. We put and the oil in it was sludge, and we did an oil change. I only run Castrol oil in all my cars. I love Castrol oil, new oil pump. I mean, look at the pan down here. I don't know if you can really see this. It's just sludge, guys. And this thing only ran 20 minutes tops 20 minutes, and we just got major issues. We know we only pulled out one piston. It was piston number 1, and the oil ring wasn't even moving. So that motor was bad. I mean, not saying it cannot be fixed and stuff. I don't know about the heads. Heads might be trashed. I don't know. There could be a crack in it. Don't know. But anyway, buddy, I know it's disappointing, and I know you're wanting your car, and like I've stressed a million times, I want you to have this car, but you got extremely lucky by not taking it, because you would have been so upset. You would have had a car up there and not going anywhere. So I think that would have been more painful than having, oh, I got my car in my shop, but oh, hey, don't fucking run. So you got lucky, and once again, sorry that, you know, it's just taking so long, but this is time-consuming work. You know, obviously if we had a shop that we had a lift and you know, and air conditioning, oh hell. But when it's so hot, you can only do so much. You got to stop, drink water, and yeah, and I'm saying water because it's been bad, but it'll get done. I mean, that's the only thing I can say. I'd rather give this thing to you where I know at least it's running good and, you know, not having problems. So it's just one of those things. And it's going to have to go back into the paint for a little bit. I don't really know how. We got a dink on the door right there. And then up here on the cowl panel, it got, when the hood slid off, let me see where it is. It's somewhere over in here, but, oh, right there. And Don said this is not an issue at all. I've already went and talked to him about it. Once again, it comes out of my pocket because I don't know what bumped up against the door, and I know the hood slid off over there. So, and then, like I said, it's still got to go up to Terry to get the headliner restretched. Terry right now, you know what, this is even really sad. Even if we had the car ready, Terry's just like, dude, he goes, it's not going to take me that long to do the headliner. He's backed up. I mean, Don's actually not too backed up, so I could actually probably get this. It's going to get the motor and stuff all in. Once that's all done, I'm going to do my interior stuff, blah, blah, blah. It's going to go over to Don. It's going to get touched, and this will be resanded down and repainted and everything. But then it's going up to Terry for the last part. I'm calling you. You're going to have the truck come to my place, pick it up, bada bing, bada boom. So there we go. Sorry, I sound like a broken record. I'm upset. I'm not upset with you. Kind of upset with the car. Upset with, you know, 100-some degree weather, and I don't even know what the temperature in the shop is here today. It's probably about 92. This has been actually like one of the coolest days here in the shop for a long time, and it's 92 at 6:30 at night in the shop. So it is what it is. So bear with us. Stay strong. We're going to keep fighting the good fight, and we're going to get this car done right. So that's the thing that you have to keep saying to yourself, this car's going to be done right. And because I'm not going to send you something that just goes, you know, because God, man, I would have just felt so bad. You know, you would have got this car and this motor would have went. And like I said, I mean, it could happen with this new motor we're putting in. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but I'm feeling a lot better about the other engine coming in here. So, okay, brother, I'll give you more updates as we get there. And stay strong. I'll keep staying strong and keep fighting the good fight. So I will talk to you later. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Everybody stay cool. And until my next video, talk to you later. Bye.